In the heart of the Klein Karoo is the luxurious 4-star Buffelsdrift Game Lodge. Elephant is the game of choice here, with 3 of the magnificent beasts on the premises. These 3 were orphaned and taken to the Neisner Elephant Sanctuary before finding a permanent home here at this Klein Karoo Game Lodge. The siblings are very friendly and have grown up around humans. Interacting with them is one of the biggest draw cards to this lodge.
Buffelsdrift Game Lodge has a variety of activities that we offer not only for our in-house clients as well as day visitors. We've got bush safaris, horseback safaris, sundowner safaris, elephant feeding experiences. You can ride on the elephants as well as walking with the elephants.
The entire lodge is built around an existing watering hole that attracts an array of wildlife including rhino, Cape buffalo, giraffe, hippo and over 200 bird species. At this luxury lodge, lunch on the water's edge is a must. With a kitchen that is rated as one of the best in the area, it only comes second to the breathtaking surroundings. Spending some time at the lodge comes highly recommended with its exclusive high-end accommodation offerings. When you check into the lodge, you'll be greeted by a game ranger and taken to the lookout lounge, where you can take in the beauty of the Swartberg Mountains from the moment you walk in.
We've got 25 luxurious air-conditioned tented accommodation, of which 9 is situated on the water's edge. All 25 of them have ensuite bathrooms, as well as a view of the magnificent Swartberg Mountains.
These may be tents, but they are certainly not the camping kind. These tents ooze star-rated luxury. And the ensuite bathrooms are bush chic at its finest. The outdoor showers are a perfect balance between open air and privacy. If you're planning a trip to Outdshoorn, be sure to stop at Buffelsdrift Game Lodge, even if it's just for the day to watch the wildlife at the watering hole while you have a meal.
If you travel to this Klein Karoo town, you're sure to see an ostrich or 2. It's an idyllic place, very in tune with its natural surroundings. This week's tempting town is Outdshoorn. Let's take a look.
In the heart of the Klein Karoo, amidst the rolling Swartberg Mountains, is the town of Outdshoorn. Originally inhabited by the San people, the first European travellers came here in the late 1600s, but it was only in the early 1800s that the town began to develop. Initially a village, it was built around this Dutch Reformed church, which was merely a one-room building. But as the village grew and became a town, a larger church was built as a symbol of the town's success. This growth is inextricably linked to ostrich farming in the area.
Founded in the 1840s, Outdshoorn was a very small town, originally named Veldskoendorp or the Polka. Insignificant actually in the bigger scheme of towns like George. And then suddenly the discovery of the significance of the ostrich, more so for its plumage. And in the heyday, in the late 1800s, 1900s, this was the showcase of the ostrich feather barrens, the beautiful sandstone buildings that we can still see today. Unfortunately, in the advent of the motor vehicle in the early 1900s, the ostrich feather industry actually collapsed, and we had a tremendous downsize in farmers breeding ostriches. And if it wasn't for the military base founded before the Second World War, Outdshoorn might not have been what it is today. Luckily and fortunately, the discovery of ostriches as a tourism commodity, and also for the extreme benefit meat offers, being very low in cholesterol, actually 0 cholesterol, a very low in fat, the ostrich industry really started booming again for the meat and the other benefits of it, the skin and the plumage, but also from a tourism attraction perspective.
With over 200 ostrich farms in and around the area, it's a popular tourist attraction. There are 4 show farms where visitors to the area can get very close to these regal flightless birds. One of the most popular is the Highgate Ostrich Show Farm.
Highgate Ostrich Show Farm is, and our claim to fame is, we are the first, finest and most original ostrich show farm in the world. So it was founded 75 years ago, actually in 1938, makes it this year 76 years ago. The oldest ostrich show farm, and we offer a diversity of not only educational tours for our clients and visitors. Proudly Klein Karoo region, we also want to ensure that when clients do visit Highgate, they not only get the complete show farm experience, but we are also, the show farm is an extension of our production farm. So the farming community as such is one of the 10 biggest ostrich farmers in the world. And what we do, we showcase the Highgate as an extension of our operations. And by doing that, we can offer our clients not only fantastic encounters and experiences with our ostriches, we also can show them how we produce and manufacture most of our curios on site.
A guided tour through the farm is a must, especially for the kids. Our guide, Manuela, showed us around the farm.
So here we are in front of, in the ostrich nest, we call it. So all the eggs that you are seeing here have been laid in this by the couple that we found in this camp. They are domesticated birds. We call them also breeding couples. So in one camp you will find between one male and one female, or one male and 2 females or more. So all those eggs have been laid by egg. And here is, we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 eggs of them. And here is one. And one ostrich egg can weigh between 1 kilogram and 2 kilos. So here, just to show you how strong they are, I'm just going to stand on them. Although they are 2 to 3 millimeters thick, they can bear up to 120 kilograms and sometimes up to 220 kilos because they are very, very, very strong. Okay. Although the ostrich has the biggest egg it lays the biggest egg in the world, but in comparison to its weight and size, they lay the smallest egg in the world actually, in comparison to his weight and size.
As a breeding farm, Highgate has incubating facilities which have evolved over the years.
So as you can see, right here at the back, we do have the very, very first incubator, which has been used with the ostrich eggs. We call it the Arthur Douglas incubator. We used to work with paraffin. After that, they moved to this wooden one, which now then was working with paraffin, and it took more eggs. And after this one, they moved to this chicken incubator, a chicken eggs incubator, sorry, which they later changed so that they could also incubate the ostrich eggs in. But nowadays you will have those really big incubators. We call them the back eye one, which can incubate up to 1,000 eggs.
Once the chicks have hatched, they're taken to an open-air pen.
This is where we place our chicks. And in this group, they are between 4 to 5 days old. Here they will be eating some lucerne, which is just a grass mixture of lucerne and corns, which just ground. And we have also some stones over here. The small stones that you will be seeing here, it's just because they don't have teeth. So for them to grind their food, they swallow all those stones, which does the grounding job. So without those stones, they won't have a digestive process. They've got a teeth in their stomach. And here we have one chick. And they all look alike. I cannot tell you the difference between the males and the females.
Feathers from the fully grown ostriches are used to make dusters and boas.
So here we do have some feathers. After they've been plucked, we let them to dry. After drying, we wash some of them, and after that we can now dye them. And over there, Uncle Mervyn is in this dyeing process.
The ostrich eggs, which are popular buys in the curio store, are made on site as well.
So here John is busy with the transfer glaze. He's putting a few layers of moss pot on top, and after finishing with that, he will be sticking those transfer glaze with the pictures on the eggs. And after sticking it, we will now apply a few layers of that glue again on top of the egg so that it can stick together.
If curio and crafting are not really for you, then ostrich racing may be more your speed. These men are professional ostrich racers. It's not a very well-known or popular sport, but here in the Klein Karoo, you can witness a live race and even take a friendly bet. These massive birds may not be able to fly, but with their powerful legs, they can run up to 70 kilometers an hour. It might be hard to believe, but there is more to Outdshoorn than the ostriches. Another animal that you can get up close to here is the meerkat.
What we offer the tourists is a wildlife experience with wild meerkats every morning at sunrise. We do a tour where we show them the ins and outs of meerkat society and how they live in nature.
Most international visitors come to see the Big Five in South Africa, but the Shy Five have a special place with nature aficionados.
It's generally all people that love nature are very attracted to meerkats and meerkat tours because of the fact that it's one of the smaller animals that they never see on other tours in their safaris in Africa. They usually see the Big Five. People are now starting to get more interested in what we call the Shy Five, the little animals.
If you plan on doing the garden route through the Western Cape, be sure to stop off in Outdshoorn to see some of South Africa's most amazing landmarks.